Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to talk getting started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry, and today we're going to take a look at the cities of Sigmar, and in particular the Hallowheart Free City. In this video we're going to go through talk about what's special about a Hallowheart Cities of Sigmar warband in Warcry, what it can do on the tabletop. We'll then take a look at some units we can use to begin our force with, before looking at some other units to expand upon after those first couple of initial purchases. After that, we'll finish off the video with a little sample warband of 1000 renown for you to use as some inspiration for creating your own Hallowheart Cities of Sigmar warband for Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry. So, with all of that said, these rules are free to download from warhammercommunity.com. You can go to the downloads tab, and underneath the Warcry header, you'll find a ton of downloads for a whole host of different warbands. You can find these in the Cities of Sigmar PDF, along with all the other free cities. What's really cool about Cities of Sigmar in Warcry is that they all share a communal pool of models. So every city, regardless whether it's Hallowheart, Living City or Hammerhall, can all use all the different miniatures from Shadow Warriors, Wildwood Rangers, Wild Riders and Free Guild Guard. They can all be used. This means you can freely mix, all the models you want in there, and also play with various different cities. Of course, different cities will reward you with playing with different models. There are some models for sure that definitely work well in any city, but there are definitely certain cities that will want you to be playing with certain models within the range. Hallowheart in particular focus on models with the Mystic Rune Mark. You get to provide buffs for your army along with your other fighters, and generally you've got more abilities for your mystics than most of the other forces in the Cities of Sigmar. So this means you're going to be waiting to take a couple of those Mystic Rune Marked hero, which could be the Sister of the Thorns leader, or indeed a battle mage or sorceress. Your reaction is really cool, as well as allows you to subtract damage from incoming melee attacks, and Hallowheart do have a nice way of bolstering up the defense of their miniatures as well. And so to get started with for the Cities of Sigmar, we're definitely looking at the Battle Mage. For one, this is a great box set to pick up for your Hallowheart army. This is going to give you 4 different miniatures inside here to use as Battle Mages, which is going to give you a couple of Battle Mages which is great for a fantastic starting point for your Cities of Sigmar. There's a ton of conversion options inside this kit, which makes it really fun to build with. Now, Battle Mages are pretty basic for your wizard. They've got that nice 3 to 7 inch range wizard shooting attack with 3 of its strength and 3/6 on the damage with 2 attacks each. These are pretty nice. And you're going to get access to a couple of different abilities in Hallowheart with them. First of all, the triple for warding brand, where you can bolster up your unit's toughness, or a quad for ignite weapons, where you can get some extra attacks to all friendly fighters around you. Now, next to them, we want to take a look at Longbeards. I think, for me, Longbeards are one of the best troops in the Cities of Sigmar for cost. For me, the defensive option with the shields is really great for an objective holder in the game. Longbeards with ancestral weapons and Gromwheel shields come in at 70 renown only, 3 attacks at strength 3 but 2/4 on the damage, 12 wounds and a nice tough defense of 5. These are really good models. You can choose to build them with ancestral great axes instead, and you drop down to still a defense of 4, which is nothing too shabby, but you drop down there, but you do gain some attack in the model, gaining a strength of 4 onto your attack, so you can be pretty nasty there. But if I was going to go for an offensive unit with this, I would be picking Wildwood Rangers. I really like these models. 3 attacks at strength 4, 2/4 on the damage, only toughness 3 and 8 wounds, so they are a lot flimsier, but they do have that nice 2-inch reach, can fight over the backs, and can, be in combats that are advantageous to them. Also, that movement of 5 means for an offensive unit, they really can push their weight. There is obviously issues with your dwarfs being your offensive pieces with that base move of 3. Where do we turn to next though? And I think looking at another one of the Wanderer units is a great place. Wild Riders, while may not be the best cavalry in most cases, I think you've got enough toughness benefits in here to really make them worthwhile running in Hallowheart. They are the same points as the Demigryph Knight, which does pack out defense 5 over their defense of 3 and an extra 2 wounds to boot, but the Wild Riders have that impressive strength 4, which I think is really important. Now, this means you can get these Wild Riders to go in and do some nice fighting. You've got 4 attacks on them as well and a 2-inch reach. You're going to be able to go in and do some nice hitting, and they're going to get more out of those toughness buffs. So when you're at that toughness of 5 already, you're going to, not be needing the toughness bonuses that Hallowheart can provide as much, where I think the Wild Riders get a lot more out of what Hallowheart is giving. Now, looking into another character to bring to support to the table, we have the Free Guild General. He's got a couple of abilities. First of all, in combat, he can just use Pulverizing Strike to get some extra damage on his critical hits, but he can also bring martial expertise to the warband as well, if he actually slays a model, models around him will get +1 attack. If you get a triple and a quad in the same turn there, which is not too unfounded, the fact that you have a quad already from the previous turn, potentially could be using Arcane Channeling to get an extra wild dice, you are going to get some extra attacks, so you can really start to double up on some of these buffs if you can get a good chain of effects. Now, Ironbreakers are another unit to consider. They are 10 renown cheaper than your Longbeards with Ancestral Shields, but they do lack a little bit of the offense. Pretty same on the defense stat-wise, but they do drop down to 1 for their damage instead of that 2-4, which is so nice on the Longbeards. Lastly, we have a Sorceress. She's only 5 renown more than the Battle Mage, and the only big difference between them is she's got an extra inch of movement. Nothing too much to write home about. If you've got the spare points and you want to have, a different looking model in your warband, by all means go for the Sorceress. And so this is the warband we've put together here. We've got that Free Guild General in the warband. I think he's just really great. If you can get that combination of getting a quad, using Arcane Channeling, and allowing him to use his martial expertise to then combine with a quad later in the game to get off, the double +2 attacks from all the benefits, it could be a really fun combo to play around with. But 2 Battle Mages, I think, are essential. If you ever get that triple and quad together and you're wanting to get both of the Battle Mage abilities or the Mystic Runemark model abilities off, I think having 2 Battle Mages is essential in Hallowheart. Fighter-wise, we've got 2 Longbeards with Ancestral Weapons and an Ironbreaker. The Ironbreaker in there because we're just trying to find that extra 10 points. 2 Wildwood Rangers provide some nice, good offensive pieces, and a Wild Rider is a nice utility piece to bring into the 4s. Normally, like I said, I would be going in any other city looking at taking a Demigryph Knight, but I think a Wild Rider really works nicely along with all the defensive benefits you can get inside Hallowheart. 1,000 out of 1,000 renown all spent on the warband, and 124 wounds is pretty much smack bang in that middle of average. How do you feel about Hallowheart in Warcry? Let us know down in the comments below. That's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, drop us a comment down below in the comment section and let us know what you enjoyed about the video and what you'd like to see more of on the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here we have at Sinful Gaming, you can do so on our Discord server, which is linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is our Patreon and YouTube members, where you can go to help support the channel and allow us to keep doing what we're doing. As a special thank you to our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lower, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ant, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, and Giappi390. And to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now, everyone.